Hey, family.
Hey guys.
We're back. And welcome to your authentic love marriage moment with who? Chaz
And Alicia Cohens.
and my beautiful wife, Alicia.
Said the whole name.
We want to thank you. We want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to look at us, like or click, or even if you view us for just a few moments. But hey, thank you so much for taking time to check us out to see what we're talking about tonight. It's been a couple of weeks, but hey, we've been doing some major projects and we are back.
Major projects, major adjustments. Well, not major adjustments, but just doing things differently.
Doing things differently.
Realigning, readjusting, and reevaluating our life. And it's nothing wrong with that. I just want to say that, people should just do that. Some, like Chaz and I will sit down. Hey, where we are, where do we want to be? And we strategize as a couple.
Yes.
We talk about it. We don't just go and, some people make a decision like, well, I'm just go ahead and do this. But we strategize, we talk about it, we look at what's the best for us as a unit, as a whole, and as a family.
Yes.
So that's what we've been doing. But hi, we're back, girl, back. Yeah, hey guys, hey y'all.
So hey, with that being said, we want to give some shout outs. Okay. There's some things that's been happening, major events that's been happening.
Major celebrations.
We've been out, and all of them has been celebrations. As my wife said. So we first want to give a shout out to Aunt T.
Corrine Blakely. My auntie, yes.
I want to thank you so much for your words of wisdom and your kindness as we celebrated your
birthday in July.
Mm-hmm. She turned 89 years old.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So we want to thank you. We celebrated her birthday, and she looks fabulous.
Oh,
all right.
My God, my tea looks amazing.
She looks amazing. We want to give another shout out to my little cuz, Caston Donaldson.
Yes.
For graduating from University of Georgia, West Georgia.
Yep, UWGA.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Caston, congratulations, my little cousin.
Yes.
Okay, we want to say happy birthday to my Uncle June.
Happy birthday.
Who celebrated a birthday. And hey, man, Unc, you look good, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Hey, I'm working on it, Unc. It's in the genes. So hey, happy birthday to you as well. We want to say happy 25th wedding anniversary to my father, right? Bishop Arthur Cohens and Mother Martha Cohens. We want to thank you all for everything that you do, everything that you have done in the community there in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, as you celebrated your 25th wedding anniversary. Yes. Pop, I saw that big rock, man. Hey, you did good, Pop. I got some shoes to fill, so hey, congratulations on that. So we wanted to go ahead and get another celebration. Yes. 30 years of marriage.
Yep, to Rosalind and Darian
Big D.
Big D,
yeah. We were able to witness we were able to witness their wedding renewal after 30 years of marriage. Beautiful, congratulations. Yes. You're still going strong. You look youthful and look great. So God has really been taking care of you guys. Rosalind and Big D, as I call it.
Darian, yes. And their daughters,
the daughters and their children.
Mm-hmm. Two of the daughters are now educators.
Right. So it's like the family blessings there in that lineage is just phenomenal. Okay, and it was a pleasure meeting you all there and witnessing that moment as you all renewed your vows after 30 years of marriage.
And the Knightons celebrated 20 years.
The Knightons, yes.
Janetta
and Tori Knighton, Janita. Congratulations on 20 years of marriage as well. So we wanted to get those shout outs. We're going to start doing those more often on our show because, hey, you guys mean so much to us. Your likes, your comments, your shares as you watch your Authentic Love Marriage Moment. And we want to give you a shout out. Yay. All right. So tonight, as we go into, hey, your Authentic Love Marriage Moment. Tonight, we're going to talk about something that's well needed. We found this in different couples that we've coached here in the past couple of weeks, right? We want to talk about insecurities in relationship, right? Insecurities in relationships. We found out that, things kind of happen to where one spouse may be, very goal-oriented and getting things done, where the other spouse may be sitting there kind of finding out what to do, whereas one spouse might be getting the shine and the other spouse is in the shadows, okay, which brings on a little bit of insecurity in the relationship, right? So the thing is how to get over that. All right. So we're going to give you a meaning of insecurity in relationships.
Absolutely. So insecurity in relationship means you're unsure and unconfident about your relationship. It's a deep belief that you just aren't good enough for your partner, that you don't deserve love, or one of many other limiting beliefs that cause you to feel anxious. You may doubt your own value and have your low sense of self-worth.
So, low sense of self-worth, right? So it's, all of us, in some shape, form, or fashion in our lives have dealt with insecurity in a relationship, right? Earlier stages in our marriage, my wife had a lot of friends, right? A lot of friends, hanging with sisters, and the sisters have a lot of friends, I didn't have that many friends. I can probably count 2 friends on prior to us getting married. I can count 2 people that I could really call on to call my friend, right? Whereas she has a lot of friends, but also she has a lot of associates, right? So it was like I had to sit there and I kind of had to take a self-inventory, to kind of okay, hey, where you going? What you doing? This and that, I had a touch of it, but then I had to let go and say, all right, this is what she's had before me. So who am I to, kind of put the reins on that, to control that?
Right. And try to adjust my friend associate circle.
Yes. Yes.
Which was good that he did do that.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people, oh girl, yeah, Fred, Jed, Tom, whatever, they're trying to adjust to him or her being insecure, and that's not fair to your spouse.
Yes. So it was one of those things where we had to grow. I had to grow in this space, okay?
And be honest.
And be honest. I had to grow in this space, to where I was very insecure as a man. Okay, don't get me wrong. I was very insecure as a man, but
very secure.
I was very secure as a man. But then once we got married, and I seen a lot of activity and moving parts in her life and in the life of her family, and the closeness that everybody had. Case in point, when I went to her hometown in New York, it's like I didn't know how to take the brotherless sister bond that all of them had, growing up, and how they all stayed in contact with each other over the years, right? That caused a little bit of like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not used to this feeling, but why am I feeling this way? Because that, my family is huge, but we're not that close, to where there's phone calls every day with certain friends and family members, every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day, get-togethers every other weekend. It was kind of like, wait a minute, I'm not used to this. So when it brought on a little bit of insecurity, when it brought on a little bit of insecurity, and here again, secure as a man, but I had to kind of like, wait a minute, I'm not used to why are we with family all the time? I wanted to be with me and you, but I had to kind of, gather my thoughts and kind of work through the situation to where I voiced my feelings and voiced how I felt about it, and my wife so graciously made some adjustments, but I had to make some adjustments as well to say, okay, this was their life before me. So my thing is, do I get insecure about this? Do I create some envy or jealousy with this? Or do I just get in the mix? So praise God, right? After doing self-evaluation, I love my wife. I just went on and jumped into the mix. And it's been a blast, right? Ever since we made the decision, it's been a blast to where it's like, now I am enjoying every moment of our time together, every precious memory, going on trips. As you all see, we go on a lot of trips, right, throughout the year.
It's not that many.
and a lot of them I can't go on, but here again, to be a part of that, to be a part of memories, I had to gain some security. But what do you do when that's not everybody's behavior? What do we do, Alicia? How do we handle that? Okay.
You handle it with some of the things that you just said.
Right. So here's the thing: when we overcome feelings of insecurity, one of the signs of insecurity is pretty much, as we said it all along, okay, jealousy, overriding feelings of inadequacy, all right, low self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth. Here's the thing: we have to be honest with ourselves, right, to know these things.
Being authentic and honest.
Okay, being authentic and honest with ourselves. Okay, generally uncertain about the world you live in, right? In your current situation, right? What are the uncertainties? What do we have to deal with in this anxiety?
Yes,
right.
Anxiety.
When you get around, the in-laws, what is that anxiety level like?
You have to be comfortable within your skin, especially when you are around your in-laws or in-laws, whichever one, you guys use to refer to them as. But be comfortable in your own skin. Enjoy the conversation, be in the moment, and enjoy them and learn more about them. Learn, every time we get around, I go and we have a family function, I learn more and more about my other family. And my in-laws. I'm like, man, that girl, I ain't know that. Wow, really? And it's like, that is really interesting.
Right.
Enjoy the time. That is an extension of your husband or your wife. And some families are toxic. Some families don't have, that that balance of love and trust. But those fans that enjoy the time, and even the ones that are toxic, you know, you go and you grow, you're growing in grace and growing in love. So by you're taking a higher road and understanding that, then you're being in a better place.
Mm-hmm. So how to overcome it, right? These 5 things, right? We're going to give you tools. Here again, we're all about giving you applications to apply yourselves to overcome, you know, whatever the topic of what we're talking about, right? So how to overcome insecurities in a relationships. Prioritize open communication, right? Look at your relationship objectively. Okay. Try self-reflections. Okay. Practice self-love. All right. And number 5, finally, work with a mental health professional.
Ooh, if it gets to that point.
If it gets to that point, right? You know, where you know the relationship can be salvageable here. Seek mental professional help, as we told you, constantly. You know, I'm working with someone now to overcome certain insecurities, right? And anger management for the betterment of their relationship, right? Because one of the things is honesty, right? I know I need to work on these things, and let me start with me, right? When you start with me, guess what? Things starts working out better knowing that, am I the cause of this? Right. That's why myself, a lot of the times, and we do it on long drives when we're on trips going somewhere, right? Let me do a wellness check. Babe, how am I doing as a husband? Right. After I start, then well, how am I doing? You know,
you only got one.
Right.
I'm only kidding. You don't go right.
So, you know, the main thing is pretty much prioritize open communications. Number 1, as we talked about those 5 things, right? When you prioritize communications, we do it every now and again. Let's have a family meeting, you know, with our sons. When we have a family meeting to kind of like open things up for communication, it gives them room to discuss what's on their mind and what's on their hearts to us as their parents. And it gives us an opportunity to have open dialogue with them, because why? They're adults. They're young adults now, you know, so now, you know, the way things were solved when they were children, right? When they were little guys, little men, now they're young adults. It's like, okay, now we can have a civilized conversation to eradicate any insecurities, if they may be, right? Anything else you want to add, babe?
No, you knocked it out. You knocked it out of the park first with the introduction, and then coming in with, you know, how you handled it, and then coming in with those tools and solutions. Great job.
Right. So the thing is, we want to make sure that we eradicate all of these, you know, levels and feelings of insecurities before it ultimately goes into a thing that will never be solved, which is a personality trait, right? This is your personality. When it goes into the stages and it gets into a personality trait, right? It's like, that's who you are. And it's hard to solve that issue because it's been years. It's been long years and decades of not being able to be honest with yourself and solve the issue because there's a pride barrier there. Right. When there's pride, when it gets to the pride area, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. This is how I've been. This is how I'm going to be. That's when it begins to go into a personality trait, which you don't want. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We kind of took a break from God's blueprint of marriage, but we, you know, anytime we have a unction from the couples that we talk to, we kind of feel like, okay, hey, these are some of the things that somebody else might be going through with that may need to know and need to look at. Okay. So, hey, forgive us. We're back. And we want to thank you all for tuning in to your Authentic Love Marriage Moment with Chaz and Alicia. We are just excited. And hey, listen, we want you guys, we're changing the time date. We want you to tune in to us Thursdays at 8 o'clock. Okay, Thursdays at 8 o'clock. We're going to air Authentic Love Marriage Moment, 8 o'clock live on Thursdays. Okay. Thank you so much for your likes, for your shares, for your views, even if they're for about 2 seconds to 2 minutes. Thank you so much for looking at us. And again, what do we say, babe? Don't forget to authenticate your marriage. All right, everybody. We will see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.